We're just gonna get some reflection off here, I guess. It's the best I can do. But I'm going to be. Wow. Sorry, everyone. I really feel like it is awesome to be here, and then I will be in Tokyo, of course. I honestly feel like I don't know why the light is just a little foggy behind. I just think it's the back of my screen. I'm gonna try one more time. Okay, hold on. I think maybe it's all the light. Oh, the ambience is fantastic. Maybe it just is just the light picking up. It's the humidity here. It's my iPhone 14. But there's Victoria Peak. So there's Hong Kong Island. Of course, that was ceded to the British after the Opium Wars, 1840s. And then Kowloon here, which is a little tiny peninsula, was ceded over. And then the new territories were leased to the British for 99 years. Now, lots of conversations about that. And I'm not out here to get political tonight, but people say the erosion of democratic rights in Hong Kong since the handover, and I think that's true. But let's keep in mind that the people of Hong Kong never ever voted under British rule either, and it's 92% Chinese or Cantonese. It is a funky mixed culture. I would say, now I've been here over the years. I first came here I came the year of the switchover, so I came in 96, and I was a very, very, very young person with a backpack. But, I came here during that time. And now, of course, hey, Susan, boy, Michigan is on board. Good morning, all of you Michiganders. I'll bring you all here if you want, and we could go on one of these boat cruises like that. Things have changed. Hey, Lori. Things have changed a lot here. The infrastructure has improved from when I was here. I mean, it's incredible infrastructure. It's fantastic. Today I took 2 trains and then a boat, and I went to Lama Island, which is out that way, and I hiked across the island, which was only 5 or 6 kilometers, which, obviously for me at sea level's not a big hike. But it's expensive, of course. It is the most expensive housing environment in the world here, so that's, a reasonable thing to take note of. You have some of these famous 5-star hotels. There's a hotel around the side here. This one up top. Oh no, there's the K11 Mall, by the way. And I didn't even understand why it was called K11. I don't know if you can all figure it out. It's actually pretty straightforward. K is the 11th number. Oh, there's someone else with a gimbal. The 11th letter, in the alphabet, which is kind of cool. So it's sort of a fun thing. But it is still the most expensive housing environment in the world. They say Vancouver, British Columbia is number 2. And of course, that's mostly governed by Hong Kong money historically. So have a look at this. This is a monument to cinema and to the Oscars. So that's pretty fun. It's funny, I was here last time pre-pandemic. Gentleman has taken a photo with his selfie stick, so I'm getting out of his way. But it is, so it's so nice to have people joining on. Like I said, they do a sound and light show at 8 p.m. But I was at dinner with a group of people, which, by the way, was super fun. We were having hot pot, and one of the dishes has so many chilies in it that it makes your mouth go numb. Now, I got caught out a few years ago. I was taken for lunch by the sales manager from a hotel here. And I always love telling this story because, again, I don't speak Chinese, so I cannot criticize her English. But she pointed, she told me about the hot pot, and she said, "Oh, I love this, yum." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, yum, great," right? You find a word. But actually she was saying numb. It makes your mouth go numb. And I remember putting the food into it and coming out and saying, "Oh, that is nice." And suddenly my tongue didn't work anymore. Hey, thank you for the stars, whoever sent that. So yes, I am off to, oh, hey, Michelle, good to see you here. And I'm going to see you day after tomorrow. Michelle is coming to Japan. And actually, we are going to have her friend Adrian join us for a few days, which is really fun. Look at the moon up there, by the way. Isn't that lovely? So this is the time of year. I mean, there's a very clear reason why I set up a tour this time of year for Japan, because it's not that just baking hot, humid summer, nor the kind of cool, very, very polluted winter. So I kind of picked that time specifically. And it's been hot here the last couple of days, but kind of nice hot because I was out hiking today. Of course, yesterday I was over in Macau. I really wanted to do a live tour in Macau yesterday, but just my phone was bouncing around so much it just couldn't hold. I have no idea why, but Macau is the most densely populated place in the world, but it's also tiny. It's 1/10 the size of Hong Kong, which is also tiny. I mean, Hong Kong's 1,100 square kilometers, and all of Macau's 110, and they have their own currency over there. Oh, thank you for the stars. I'd say much appreciated. Martine, thank you. So the stars just all add up to my contributions for traveling and food and all of that. But yeah, you'll see all the big towers out here. So it's a pretty neat thing. So I don't really want to leave the water, but I say that, and yet there's a lot to see. So there's always a fair movement out here. Now, when you get into the history, today, when I was over at Lama Island, there were caves there cut by the Japanese during World War II because they did occupy Hong Kong. And then, of course, the British occupied the territory for about 150 years. Someone asked me the other day about, giving it back. Well, it was handed back. So it is interesting because here's one of these